Good Friday morning to you. I'm Heather Brown. This is our CBS News Minnesota Morning Update. It's an exciting time to be here in Minneapolis right now with the women's Final Four all ready to get up and get going tonight. We already got a little tour of Town earlier today. It opens up later on today. So we want to give some good weather to our new visitors from here, right? Today, it's going to be dry all day. Some of the rain is going to move on in later tonight, but tomorrow really is going to be your day. It's going to be sunnier in the 50s, but you know what? For April Fool's Day, right? April 1st, where we're always on the lookout, where 40s. Okay. Well, welcome everybody here to town. Let's talk about this though. Like we said, it is Friday. It's a lot of fun. A lot of have people in from other places all over the country. So we want to hear your good news. We want to hear what's going on in your world. We just want to hear some really cool stories. So if you're watching right now on Facebook, leave a comment there and we'll go through a couple of those in a moment. Give us a big smile there, right? Festivities underway for the women's Final Four this weekend. Town is going to open up at 9 this morning. Look, there's the brackets right outside the convention center there. And inside this, it's so cool. Look at that. You can find interactive basketball experiences. They have contests. They had fun for the adults and the kids. It's very Instagrammable over there. Oh, there you go. Cutting down the net, right? What a great experience for people to have down there, just playing and all kinds of cool stuff. The admission for all the events this tournament weekend, they are free. You can buy your merchandise down there. We have all the events on our website. Go to WCCO.com and you'll find everything that you need over there, and then be a lot of fun today. Starting today, the state is shutting down poultry sales to try to stop the bird flu from spreading. So poultry sales, swaps, fairs, other events, those are banned through May 1st. So this is the first time the bird flu has returned to Minnesota since a devastating outbreak back in 2015. The highly contagious virus has already infected flocks in 5 Minnesota counties. Now, it is deadly to birds, but it is a low risk for humans. Road construction season is here, and there's a lot on MnDOT's list. Over 200 projects that carry nearly a $1 billion price tag. So one of the biggest ones here, this is Highway 77. Crews are going to resurface that stretch between the Minnesota River in Bloomington and Lake Nokomis in Minneapolis, so that's over near the airport. They'll also be improving accessibility for the walkers and the bikers over there. That construction will start this month, and then it will last through November. So if you want to see all of the projects that are on MnDOT's list for the whole year, we also put that on our website. One man was killed and another was seriously hurt after gunfire erupted outside of a St. Paul convenience store. This happened just after 9 o'clock last night. Happened right off of Maryland Avenue West, which is in the city's North End neighborhood. When police got to the scene, they say they found 2 young men who were shot. One of them was in the car. The other was lying in the street. They said that the man they found outside on the road did not survive. The other person was rushed to the hospital and taken into surgery. No update on his condition yet. So far, police have not arrested anyone. Investigators say that a boy playing with a gun shot and killed 15-year-old Dariana Davis in front of a group of kids in Columbia Heights last week. The 16-year-old who allegedly pulled the trigger is charged with second-degree manslaughter. Now, documents show that he was playing with the gun, swinging it around and pointing it at the group. Well, that's when someone pulled out the magazine, but then the documents say that teenager put it back in and asked the group if they dared him to shoot Davis just before he did.
Where were the parents at when these kids were playing with guns? That's what I would love to know. I can't process it at all. She was like a sister to me, like I never had, you know? So it's hard.
The Oakland County Sheriff's Office tells us that the suspected shooter turned himself in. Prosecutors do want to charge him as an adult, and then he would face up to 10 years in prison. Davis's funeral is next week. A rideshare driver is in the hospital after one of his teenage passengers shot him. This happened just before 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. It was right near 29th and Bryant Avenue North in Minneapolis. So police tell us that the driver dropped off a teenage boy and girl, and then they say one of them started shooting at the driver. Well, the driver legally carries a gun and returned to fire before driving away. The driver is seriously hurt, and police found and arrested both of the teenagers. Now, Uber released a statement regarding this incident saying, quote, "The violent attack against the driver is terrifying and our thoughts are with him and his family during this difficult time. We are thankful for the swift arrests and stand ready to assist police with their investigation." So we are getting a closer look at the newly created State Office of Juvenile Justice. The goal here to help parents and children find resources and solutions to the growing number of kids who are committing crimes. Kelly Hargett will lead this effort as the director of the Youth Justice Office. She says that her primary job is to be a listener and to help ensure government works better for young people and their families.
Really, everything just keeps coming back to community because no one office, no one person, no one policymaker, no one leader can take this on alone. It has to be an all hands on deck approach.
Hargett is asking for patience as the new office gets off the ground and running. She says that she wants to focus on being proactive and to keep kids out of the juvenile justice system. Starting on Saturday, Minneapolis is hosting Youth Violence Prevention Week. This is sponsored by the city's Office of Violence Prevention, and the goal is to raise awareness and offer alternatives and help for young people. There are also special events going on all week long, and we have that information at WCCO.com. We are following a house fire that happened overnight. It happened in Spring Lake Park. It's just a small suburb north of Minneapolis. Calls came in for this fire just before midnight. A photographer there on scene said that they saw 2 fire departments responding, an ambulance on standby, but it seems like everybody inside the home was okay. There was some damage. Spotted what looked to be a charred poker table that had been tossed outside of the house. Yeah, you can see it right there. We'll keep you updated if we learn anything else. So if you are in the market for a brand new pet, well, the city of Minneapolis needs your help. City's animal care and control is almost overflowing with dogs. Most of the new intakes are strays, but some of them are owner surrenders. It doesn't really matter how they got there. What matters is that they're there and that the shelter is reaching its max capacity.
Our typical numbers are like in the 20s for dogs. Currently, we're almost at 50.
So Animal Care and Control has waived adoption fees for dogs and cats who are older than 6 months. You can look up pets to adopt or foster. It's all on their website, which you can find WCCO.com. All right, it's Good News Friday, so we want to hear all your good news. This is your talker today. So let's hear what you have been telling us. And Pam says that she got a sewing project done. Way to go, Pam. There's one step ahead of me who needs to first learn how to sew. Yep, we're working on that. Hannah, good morning, everyone. Hey, Hannah, good morning. I'm excited about my trip to the Minnesota Horse Expo on April 13th. I'm working on my Minnesota fanfic. Oh, cool. That's going to be awesome, too. April 13th, I can't believe it. Wow. Tax time done April 18th. Yeah, then can rest. I'm betting Deborah is an accountant here. Probably hasn't had much sleep. Cindy, looking forward to seeing a good show. Oh, at the Dakota Jazz Club this Sunday. Oh, there you go, Cindy. Combine it with a couple of the Final Four activities. You're going to have a good weekend out there. It's a lot of fun. There's so many people down here, very tall people in downtown Minneapolis right now. But come on down. There's all kinds of cool stuff to see, and a lot of it's free. So love to see you down here. And welcome if you're watching and you're just visiting our fine city. It's great to have you here. This is your morning update from CBS News Minnesota. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday.